Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. My name is Frederick Mfinanga, and today I'm going to show you how to use my Lightroom presets to make your pictures da bomb. Okay, so what I'm going to show you first is how to import these presets to Lightroom. What you want to do is click on Lightroom, Preferences, Show Lightroom Preset folder, go to Lightroom, Develop Presets, and paste your presets here. Now you could create a folder and then paste them there. So the way it is, the same folder hierarchy that you have over here is how they're going to appear on the left panel in Lightroom. So I have them under user presets, and I'm going to leave them there. And what you want to do is just close everything and shut down Lightroom and reopen it again for the presets to actually appear. And then you can start using them from there. So I did the presets in 3 intensity levels. So the plus one being the most intense, then the minus being the least intense, and the one without the plus or minus being somewhere of like a middle ground. So you can cycle through them and see like exactly like which one works best for your image. In this case, I think I'm gonna go for the intense one because I like the deep shadows it introduced in this image. Um, so like my presets are meant to be a base, so don't necessarily stop there. Um, what I think I did with this image, I kind of played around with the colors on the pillows. So if you drop down here to camera calibration, it's a good spot to kind of play around with it. Um, for here, so example in the red primary, um, I can increase the saturation and you can already see it on the pillows, uh, creating a different effect. Here on the green primary, maybe take it down because I like what it's doing to the pillows. It's giving this dark, moody color. Um, let's see, blue primary. It's making my image brighter. I kind of like it just about where it was, pretty much. What you could also do is you could go to Hue and Saturation. Um, is this little thing over here. If you click it, it allows you to kind of like click and drag and play around with the colors. So like if I go to the pillow, uh, taking it up, affects my oranges and reds on the photo. Taking it down, I kind of like the deep red, so I'm gonna take it down there. And you can also go on saturation, do the same thing, and then either like increase the saturation or decrease the saturation. Now this is going to affect the whole image, so I usually just try and bump things just up or down a notch. If I'm really looking to affect the colors a lot, that's something that I'll just like do in Photoshop with masking so that I'm not affecting the skin or the overall image in just that one part that I want to change. Um, let's go through another image that I recently shot of Alaska. Again, just go through, see what works for you. Um, this one's the least intense. See how that looks. And this one is the most intense. See how that looks. Sorry, my Lightroom is a bit slow. I think I kind of like it um, just on the normal state. I think that looked good. Um, again, same thing, let's play with the hues, especially of the green in the background. It could create a total different effect. So let's see if I want to like bring it up. I'm increasing the greens, the color is different, and if I take it all the way down, see, it totally looks way different. This is like the before. I decrease the green, and then this is the after. I kind of like this look more, so maybe I'll go for this. Another thing you can do the same thing again. You could play with the saturation or the hue of what she's wearing. Um, if you're doing this for a client, you probably don't want to do this because you want to stick to the true colors of what she's wearing. But something that you could play if you're just doing this for fun and it's not for a client. The model brought the clothes and whatnot. Yeah, you could do that. You could play with the saturation. Um, so my rule of thumb is that when you increase the saturation of what the model is wearing, um, you're drawing attention to what she's wearing. So if you're doing this for a client, that's probably a good thing to do. But a lot of shoots that I do, it's usually just me trying to evoke some type of emotion on the picture. So I'd probably tone it down, tone the saturation down a bit so that people can just focus more on the emotion of the picture than the colorful aspect of it. But that's really just, your choice. Whatever you like doing, whatever your mood is, that's what you can do. Don't stop there. You can go ahead, play with contrast, see what works best for you. Um, yeah, that's about it. I have a bunch of filters here that it's still experimental. Um, Probably release them once I give them a little bit more work and try them out on different images, see if it could work. Because a lot of these presets, I usually do them and they work for the certain shoot that I did. And then when I bring in other pictures and try the same filters, it looks totally like horrible. So that's why I wouldn't put them out. But um, the Coletta 1957, I've used it. I think it's my most used presets on a lot of my photos. So yeah, just go ahead and have fun with it. And with that being said, subscribe to my channel. Yeah, and yeah, let's keep it. Don't know what to say. I'm just gonna end this video. Can't be recording this much.